Hi, Scorpio. Nine of Pentacles. Good for you. Sitting pretty. Seven of Cups. Nine of Wands. Page of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. High Priestess. That's Pisces or Cancerian. Queen of Pentacles. There's Capricorn. Very similar, these two. Okay. So, put these over here. All right. So, okay, so 7 and 9 of Wands. Have you heard from them recently? If you have, you need to shut it down. What's this? 7? No, yeah. 7 of Cups. What's that? 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. You know, it feels like this is someone that likes where they're at and their advantage here. Sorry, moving around the chair. That wasn't something else. So 7 of Cups here. The Devil, that could be Capricorn. This could be Capricorn. It's this Page of Swords. Yeah, you're dealing with someone that is they might be saying they're indecisive, but they like where they're at. What's this Page of Swords? You need to shut it down. Ace of Swords. What's this 9 of Wands? If you're not gonna at least create distance. If this isn't about you being able to shut it down yet because of the hold that this has on you, at least create distance and buffers for yourself so that you can maintain this position of just strength and security and self-respect and esteem and whatnot. Because you know what's going on. There's no confusion here. There's no confusion. You see things pretty clearly. It's this 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. 8 of Swords. Let's see. What's this 2 of Pentacles about? You don't need time to figure things out. 3 of Swords. We got 3 of Swords and 8 of Swords. We got. Is this a relationship that lives online here? It's a 7 of Wands. 10 of Cups. What's this High Priestess about? Ace of Wands. What's this Queen of Pentacles? Emperor, that could be Aries. Yeah. I feel like they're trying to buy some time. I feel like this is someone who's very they're not. I'm gonna get some water here. They're not confused. I think this is someone that doesn't know how to handle their business, or doesn't know how to say no, doesn't know how to have any boundaries. And it's like so instead of being able to say what they want or have boundaries, they go along, and then they lash out. Like, this is someone that can't really, they don't take a position on anything. But when they've had enough, then they've had enough, and nobody sees that coming. Nobody knows what and why. This is someone that kind of is all over the place. And yet they know something isn't working for them, but they don't know how to set the boundaries for that. So instead of being able to just come from a position of like, okay, this is what I do and don't want, they have to wait until it gets bad, and then they get mad, and they have to be defensive and angry about things. And I don't know why they didn't just say, I don't know. I don't know what kind of dynamic is here, but this is someone that lashes out and then is sorry for lashing out, and they don't know how to make up for it, and they it's like it's like they want permission to have boundaries. It's very difficult. Like they don't know how to, gosh, I want to say stand up for themselves. So then they get kind of ran over, and then their way of establishing boundaries is lashing out. And then they feel guilty and they don't know what to do, but they still mean what they said, but they're sorry that they hurt you, but they don't know what else to do because they don't know how to just go in with, they don't know how to lead with self-esteem and self-respect. And I'm not victim shaming here. I mean, this could be very difficult for somebody. They're just very sensitive or very, for whatever reason, fragile or whatnot. But this is, you can't have it both ways. You can't be vicious and then turn around and want someone to be kind and be understanding of you, that it really came from a place of fear. That's a tough thing because there's always opposites at play. When you've got someone that can love deeply and fiercely, they can also lash out viciously and relentlessly. You know what I mean? It works that way. Even the most fragile of fragile can still be quite vindictive. So, I don't know. I think this is someone that's kind of like going back and forth, trying to figure out what's going to make them happy. And, the Scorpios that I'm reading for, I think you would want someone knowing what they want. There's Eight of Wands, or Eight of Cups. But this is you, like, kind of going, can you just make up your mind? Can you just let me know what's going on with you? Like, we got all the time in the world to figure this out now, so can you stop being difficult and just let me know what's going on? This is someone that's kind of, it feels like they might be privately suffering. Like they're keeping a lot to themselves and they don't know what they want. And things are very overwhelming for them right now. And it's like they've got a lot on their plate. And they might have recently snapped and lashed out. What's this Page of Swords about? But, Star card. I kind of feel bad for him because it feels like for the Scorpios I'm reading for, this is somebody that is, life's been coming at them really fast and they don't know what to do. And it looks like they've lashed out, and I hate to say it wasn't that it was justified, but it was something that they could have brought up in a nicer way, but they've got so much going on that they just kind of lashed out, and then they feel badly, but they still want what they want when they said what they said, but they didn't mean to say it that way, and yet it's like they have no time to explain themselves. They're so stressed out, and they don't know what to do or how to handle everything, and they feel like they're kind of, you know what it feels like? It feels like they're backed into a corner. You're dealing with somebody who feels like they're backed into a corner and they're going to come out swinging, and they just need everybody to back off and give them a minute. And by everybody, I mean life. So they just need some time to figure out what they're going to do, figure out how to fix this, because this is someone that carries the world on their shoulders always. But the thing is, they need to work on that, because this is someone that will grab the world and put it on their shoulders. Nobody's asked them to do that. So this is someone that kind of takes on more than they can chew, and then they lash out at everybody for getting overwhelmed. So what are you supposed to do? And I mean, we've got you being like, okay, I'm going to back off. I'll give you your space. Okay, fine. You want to figure things out on your own? You go ahead. What are you supposed to do? So this is someone that needs to figure their stuff out, because they lashed out, but they feel guilty, and they're sorry, but I still mean it. And you're like, well, so what do you want? And they're like, well, I don't know, I need some time. Okay, well, just say that. We've got all the time in the world right now. You don't need to be weird about it. Don't make it weird. So this is kind of like, I don't, it's not a wake up call. It's just that you're dealing with somebody that's kind of, they're just, either they're very fragile and they've got a lot going on, or we've got someone that's got a lot going on and they're kind of at their wits' end. Either way, you're dealing with someone that needs a lot of grace and space right now because they're not fit to be, they're just like, everybody back off. And who wants to be yelled at? So you're like, okay, you just do your thing. You know, maybe I'll be here when you're done, maybe I won't, but you want your space. It's easier to just say, I need my space than to lash out. And yeah. I kind of feel sorry for him because it's like it's not just you that they're dealing with. They're dealing with gosh, I hate to think that this is someone dealing with like mental health issues on top of what's going on out there, but we could have somebody that is kind of prone to anxiety anyway that's just not handling this well and needs to be checked up on, but then they're just like, okay, I'm fine, leave me alone. We could be dealing with somebody that needs some help, that they're suffering, like they're taking a lot more on than they should, and they don't have any perspective right now, and they're needing someone to reach out and go, it's going to be okay. This is how you're going to get through this. This is what you're going to do, because there's a lot more going on than just this relationship for them. And in the context of the relationship is like, whoa, hey, don't yell at me. But when you take a look at all that they're dealing with, there's so much more than that. Like they're really trying to handle what's going on right now, and it feels like they don't have anything stable, like nothing, right? They don't know what to do about what is happening because there's everything's happening at once. And so they're needing like a lot of grace and space, but at the same time they're not letting you help them or be in support of them either. Not that you want to support them, but for something that's kind of starting to get off the ground here, and then them pushing you away or pushing at you, it's because they are trying to handle their business. I get it. You get it. But they're not letting you get it, because if you try to be understanding or if you try to be kind, they lash out. So you're like, oh, I'm just going to be over here. Like, I don't even know what to do with you. I get it. I see what you're going through, but we can't be talking right now because you don't, we're going to have to wait till this all blows over before you and I can talk again. Because right now you need to feel like you're in control of your life and you need to establish control. And apparently I impede that for you. Apparently I complicate that thing for you, or that progress for you. So I'm just going to be over here doing me. And when you figure out what you're so about everything, then you give me a call when you figure it out. Because this is someone that needs to figure out their business. Not because they're bad, but because they don't have the best coping skills, and this has kind of brought out the worst in them. They could do with someone checking in on them, but I'm not sure it should be you, because they aren't accepting any help that you offer. They might even look at you like, you hurt me and I don't know what to do about it. And you're like, it's almost like you're like, I can't win. I'm just going to be over here. I'll just, you know what? I'll talk to you in a little bit. It's very push-pull energy here. It's someone that wants help, but when you give it to them, they won't take it, and they're lashing out, and they're confused, and they're conflicted, and they don't know what they want, and they're hurting, and they need compassion and balance, but they won't let anybody help them, but then they complain that they don't have any help, and they've got so much going on, and they're overwhelmed. Where do you fit in with that? This is someone asking to be rescued only to kick you in the face when you get there. No thanks. Sorry, but no thanks. I'm going to value me. I'm going to do me. I'm going to be sitting over here pretty, kind of just watching you cart flop. Wish you all the best, but there's nothing you can do. This is someone that's just going to be going round and round and round, and this is you giving minimal effort because you see things clearly, and you need, like, this is going to have to sort itself out, and you're giving it time to do so, because, and at a safe distance. No. It's one thing to be compassionate and to show up to help and be like, no, I don't know how to do this. That's okay, I do. We got this. But it's another thing to be you know, fired upon for your efforts. Like that's at what point does self-preservation not kick in? Like when you're excused, you get to sit over here because if someone's not going to be able to take your help, then if you really want that help to be received, then it's about waiting until they can. And sometimes they get, but like that's it's not your job anyway. I mean, kudos to you if you did do that, but someone's clearly not ready for involvement with you because they're trying to figure everything out, and connection with you in their mind complicates things. It's deeper than you having hurt them because they've got more going on. This is someone kind of having a life crisis right now, and when with all that's going on with Ronageddon, that's not surprising. Like this is someone that everything has come to a head, and the relationship with you is just one part of that that's overwhelming them. They're probably not telling you about it. This is someone who's struggling internally and does need to be checked in on, but every time you have, they lash out at you. So you're out of the running. Maybe you could let someone else know, but you need to. What are you gonna do? All right. What else for Scorpio? Yep, self-preservation. Self-preservation. So this is you staying at a safe distance while someone figures out their business. You care about them, but you don't want to get kicked in the teeth. And the sad thing is that they care about you, and how they feel about you is just one thing complicating things for them. Like they don't. This is someone who has trouble trusting, so they just open boundaries immediately. Then when they get ran over, they feel like they've been completely violated. Like it's just over here, it's over here, it's over here, it's over here. This is someone who has problems with boundaries. There's someone trying to figure out their life. They overextend themselves, so then they get overwhelmed very easily, and they need a handler. And you're either with them or against them. Everything is black and white extremes because there's no middle ground, because they don't know how to do boundaries and they don't know how to do self-care. This is someone that could be in a relationship and feels very alone in that relationship because they don't trust anybody to help them, which is unfortunate. I mean, it's not bashing somebody who's emotionally fragile or confused. I mean, it's quite sad actually, but you can't. You're not the person they want helping them. So okay, apparently you trying to come in and help them or talk to them about things complicates things. Fair enough, but that doesn't mean they still don't need help. Just that you can't. You have to be over here at a distance because I'm a little worried about them, I'll be honest. I feel like with this, what's going on right now, it's just not making things better, and they don't have coping skills in place to handle it. So if not you, maybe you know someone that could deal with them or check on them. Because this is someone that's looks like they're really struggling with kind of controlling the trajectory of their life right now. That everything just kind of landed on them, and they're like, well, I don't know what to do. What else for Scorpio? What Scorpio's person say to them? Scorpio's person. I mean, I get that you shouldn't be, because if the true goal here is to help them, and they're not accepting it, okay, but it doesn't mean they don't need someone to talk to or to help them flesh out ideas. You were the go-to person before until you did this perceived slight. I don't know what it is, but apparently now you're part of the other also, and everybody can just, Please don't take, okay. Please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. Well, all right. Yeah, I believe that, because this person they're struggling. I feel kind of bad for them just because I don't know. I wouldn't. I'd be over here too if I were you, but that doesn't mean that you're not looking at them going, what is going on? Like, will you please let somebody help you? You know what I mean? And sorry. Okay. All right. This is Capricorn. Did I say that already? This is Aries, Aquarius, boobies. Anybody else? No. Okay. High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces. What else for Scorpio? Scorpio. Hermit reversed, so that could be Virgo. And we've got the Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay. This is someone that's not doing well in isolation. This is someone that's probably just really not doing well with... So they lash out at themselves and they create separation, but they're not doing well with it. This is someone that needs help with balance and perspective, if not from you, because they're holding you responsible for the hurt. That's where their vitriol is focused right now, even though there's so much more going on with their life. Like, this is someone who's just having conflicts about everything and anything going on in their life. Their whole life has had like this ripple and stutter step because of Renegaddon. But you're the main source of the blame. So fair enough, you're not going to get let in, fine. But that doesn't mean that they don't need to get some healthy perspective on this, which they don't have. Because, you know, boundaries first, then you get perspective. When you start owning stuff and parceling out and figuring stuff out, perspective happens. This person doesn't have that. They just have blame and frustration and anger and isolation and other. So they're ready to be out and about. They're ready to be around people again. And unfortunately, that might not be possible. But I feel like I'm giving a life lesson here. I'm doing a deep dive, and I shouldn't be. But I'm just worried about that person. Anyway, so this is just, that's someone that's not doing well with the isolation. And it's kind of to the point where they need to be checked in on. And I don't want to keep going round and round about that. But I hope your person's okay, and I hope you're able to find out. Well, some of you are like, I don't want to know anything about them. Okay, fair enough. Because from your position, you've done all that you can. You've thought about this all that you can. That's why you're over here out of self-respect and self-preservation, because you're done thinking about it. You're done with the whole feeling, you know, frustrated, sad, angry, all that. You're done worrying about it. You're done thinking about it. And you're not, this is like recovery from that for you. They're kind of creating their own mess. And I'll leave it at that. Okay. Oh my God, 23 minutes. I hope this was helpful, Scorpio. You never disappoint. It's always an interesting read. I hope to see you in the next reading.